I'm Andy Trayers. I'm the Deputy Director here at the May Dugan Center, and this is Brenda Saradakis, our Director of Development, and we're here to kick things off for the evening.
You know, 2020 has been a very challenging year, and this tree lighting is bringing us some hope and joy during these challenging times. We at May Dugan Center are so appreciative of our sponsors and donors that are making this event possible. During tonight's live stream event, you'll have the opportunity to see some of our seniors singing, as well as hear interviews of our clients and staff, and then of course the tree lighting.
And afterwards, starting at 6 o'clock, for those of you who are in Ohio City, we'll have a special guest who will be doing a tour of the neighborhood. Santa is going to be leaving from here at the May Dugan Center, swinging by Fairview Gardens, St. Herman's House, and Urban Community School. So visit our website, maydugancenter.org, to see the route. And if you live along the route, feel free to stop out and say hi to Santa as he drives past. We just ask that folks don't gather and that you wear your masks so we can keep everybody safe.
You know, May Dugan Center has been enriching and advancing lives for over 50 years. We're known for adapting our services to help meet community needs, and we did that during this pandemic. But none of that was possible without the support of our donors and all of our clients who needed our help. We invite you to join our effort and visit maydugancenter.org to join and make a donation. You can also text to give at MDC Tree Lighting 2020 to 43-321.
So there are a lot of different ways to help the community. One is financial contributions, another is volunteering. Volunteers have been vital for us during the pandemic here at May Dugan. We wouldn't have been able to meet the community needs without the countless volunteers who have helped us out, particularly with our food distributions. So if you're able to, please consider signing up to volunteer. You can visit maydugancenter.org, the Get Involved page, to fill out the volunteer application, and we can get you signed up with helping pack food bags, helping with our drive-through distribution, or delivering food to vulnerable seniors.
Now, please enjoy this video showing our clients and our staff talk about stories of hope and need.
You know, the beauty of May Dugan is that we're here on the corner. We've been in the center part of community services on the west side for 51 years. The way I've watched this agency evolve over the last 10 years as we have become so responsive and paying very close attention to who's coming through the doors and what they're asking for. In March, when the directors sat around the table and said, what do we do now? How do we serve? How do we keep serving? And collectively, together, we decided to stay open.
So my name is Letitia Walker. I work with Moms First. I've been here for 3 years. When they're pregnant, we go through educations because we're more of an education-based program about safe sleep, the proper ways to put the baby to sleep, the ABCs, and they added D, which is don't smoke. Then we also provide pack and plays if they don't have a safe sleep area for the baby to sleep in. Call them twice a month still, and it's just more social support. So we're on the phone making sure that they're okay with far as food, housing, any different small essentials that they may need. And if it's something that we can't help directly with, then we outsource them.
I come to May Dugan. They help us out a lot. And we come down here because we have a lot of friends down here. They help us with food, clothes, book bags, school supplies. They help us a great deal. Also, they have great people here that'll help you. Before the pandemic, I came to see Allison every Friday, and we talk about how we could get through all the deaths that we had in our family. They've got great service here. We talk to them about housing or, you know, just different types of special stuff that they do here for everyone. Not just me, not just my daughter, but for the whole neighborhood. They help everybody. They don't care how far you are coming. They don't care where you live. They're always here to help with everything.
To work, and it's been remarkable to come through the doors and see all the food that's been available, the way that we've been able to provide. But it's also been really good to talk to people who don't know what to do now that other agencies have changed hours or other resources aren't available, and to help them sort of decide how to handle things. We also, our behavioral health program, all of our therapists are now working remotely. What we've actually found is that at home, they really need the support. They need the mental health support. So being able to reach somebody in their living room, in their homes, maybe even feeling the anxiety of the isolation, and have a mental health professional show up at their homes virtually, on the phone, on video, and be able to get the support they need when they can't travel has been remarkable. And we've met that need in ways that we didn't even understand that we could.
Since the pandemic, obviously, the food insecurity has gone way up. People are having to choose between paying a bill or getting food, or buying their kids a jacket and getting food. I've also noticed that our counseling numbers, people just calling just to wanting to hear a voice, wanting to know that someone's out there for them, and just needing resources like housing, clothing, food, getting their kids to their daycares because certain bus lines are down now. It's been a lot on people. It really has. Back in the middle of May, I answered the phone like I do normally. We get about 90 to 100 calls a day. And a gentleman called me, and I said, "Thank you for calling me, Dugan. How may I help you?" And he's like, "Oh, someone finally answered." And I said, "Yeah, how can I help you?" And he said, "Oh, I don't really need anything. I just wanted to hear another voice." And I stopped for a second, and I was like, "What do you mean another voice?" And he said he had been in quarantine for so long that he's older. He has had no visitors, no family. His health aides haven't come. He just wanted to hear a voice. He looked up a number and dialed it, and it just happened to be us. And he actually ended up being a food client who's now on our delivery list. So at least once every other week, he gets a visitor, and he gets some food, and he gets his basic necessities.
Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic here at the May Dugan Center, we've really risen to meet the client needs. Our food and clothing distribution program in particular has seen a significant increase in the number of people seeking food. We've tripled the amount of meals that we've distributed over last year, and we continue to see 500-600 people coming through our drive-through distributions. We're continuing to deliver to seniors and vulnerable folks, and we also continue to have just a constant flow of people coming in for food and needing that vital resource right now. Like everyone else, with the COVID-19 pandemic and kind of everything going on in 2020, it's been a very stressful time for a lot of folks. There's been a definite increase in people seeking service. We're also seeing in Cleveland and throughout the country increases in crime, and so that means there's a lot more victims of crime that we've been serving. And provide trauma counseling, criminal justice advocacy, really just making sure that they're safe and healthy as well. So on behalf of the 15,000 people and counting that have received food from the May Dugan Center this year, thanks to everyone who supports the May Dugan Center. We really appreciate all you do for us and for the people we serve here in the community, and we would not be able to do it without you.
Thank you so much for your support, and without your support, we would not be able to do our job the best of our abilities.
Love you guys. We appreciate you. We could not do this work if it wasn't for your continued donations and contribution and just time. We appreciate it more than people actually really know.
To the volunteers and the donors and the people that support us, we could not do this without you, and we haven't done this without you. The support of the volunteers has been absolutely crucial, and the willingness of volunteers to show up in their best selves under these circumstances and say, "You're welcome to May Dugan, and we're happy to provide you those services," has been remarkable. And to all of the donors that have supported us financially so we could turn around rapidly and push those resources back into the community, it's been amazing.
I love everybody here. They're my best friends.
Hello and good evening. My name is Rick Kim. I serve as the Executive Director here at the May Dugan Center, and I want to welcome you to the 11th Annual Tree Lighting Ceremony. I want to acknowledge Dr. Julie Ream and her husband Bruce Szabo, who have been sponsors for our tree lighting ceremony for the past 11 years. This is a wonderful community-wide event, and I remember Dr. Ream standing on the stairs saying, for our first tree lighting ceremony, that this is a beacon of hope. Every single light on the tree represents and signifies a client that we have helped year after year after year. So thank you, Dr. Ream and Bruce. We were not going to let the pandemic prevent us this year from having a wonderful celebration. This is a community-wide event and we want everyone to enjoy it. I want to let everyone know that in 2019, we provided about 130,000 meals to the clients that come in for our food and clothing distribution program. Just in 2020, particularly during the pandemic, and since that happened, we have served over 300,000 meals. And not only are we serving food, but we're also providing mental health counseling, education, and all of our other programs and services. I'd like to introduce you to our board president, who is not only a resident of Ohio City, but also a very dedicated volunteer. Angela Vanucci.
Thanks, Rick. I've been a volunteer member of the board of May Dugan Center for the last 7 years, and I'm honored to now serve as board president. Our tree lighting is especially important this year as it's been such a challenging year for so many people. For me, the tree lighting symbolizes the strength in our community, including those who have given back to our neighbors who are suffering severe setbacks like hunger, unemployment, anxiety, and victimization. And while we can't hold our normal tree lighting event this year, the tree will still be lit, and we invite you to walk or drive by and be inspired by its lights. We've got a special treat for you this year. Santa is here to help us light the tree, and then he'll be touring the neighborhood with his horse and sleigh. So the map is up on our website if you'd like to check it out and choose a spot along the route to come out and greet Santa when he's riding around. Before we get to the tree lighting, we've got a special treat for you as well. Our senior choir has prepared a special song for you, and they'll be performing it now. We'll be back at about 5:55 to do the tree lighting.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa is on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Good evening, everybody. Rick Kem again. Welcome again to our 11th annual tree lighting ceremony. It certainly is a different one this year due to the pandemic, but we won't give up. We need to celebrate the May Dugan Center, all of our successes, our mission, and the wonderful programs that we have. I want to thank the seniors for a beautiful job and that photo collage that's just amazing that shows pictures of all of the past 10 tree lighting ceremonies. This evening, we're dedicating our 11th annual tree lighting ceremony to one of our late friends and donors, Carter McDaniel. May he rest in peace. I also want to thank again Dr. Julie Ream and her husband, Bruce Sabo. Julie and Bruce have been involved with our tree lighting ceremony since the first one in 2009. So thank you very much, Julie. And so now we're going to acknowledge our sponsors. We had a great turnout this year of our sponsors, starting off with the Garland Homes and Matt Garland and his family. So thank you very much. That was awesome. We really appreciate that. So our carriage sponsor, as you know, this evening we have a horse and carriage, which is going to be touring the whole neighborhood, and so we're excited about that. And Hostmaster LLC is our sponsor this year. Tiny Tree Toppers, AmeriHealth Caritas Services, based out of Pennsylvania, that are looking to come and expand their business in Ohio. Are we ready to light the tree? Yeah! All right, 10, 9,